Good morning, everyone. Okay, we'll continue our book reading from yesterday on the Toyota Way to Service Excellence by Jeffrey K. Leica and Karen Ross. We're still in chapter 2, which says the Toyota Way continues to evolve. Yesterday, we read in details the 4P model adapted for service organization, which are philosophy, process, people, and problem solving. Problem solving in an organization leads to continuous learning. And when you have people in an organization, you need to challenge them, you need to engage them, and they need to grow. Processes also talks about the flow of value to each of your customers. Then philosophy is your long-term system in thinking. Today, on page 50, we'll be looking at the Toyota Way as one vision for pursuing excellence. The Toyota Way as one vision for pursuing excellence. The Toyota Way is not an enterprise model to be tuned to your organization and then rolled out. Principles are not recipe that can be installed in our organization as we would download standard software on our computers. Principles provide conceptual models but will not establish the patterns of thinking and acting needed for continuous improvement. When Toyota executives in Japan realized they need a standard way to develop their unique culture outside Japan, they began with the Toyota Way 2001 principle. But they quickly concluded that teaching these was so insufficient. When they analyzed the core competence required of everyone in the company, it came down to the ability to continuously improve towards challenging objectives. This led to the development of Toyota business practices. The standard 8-step approach to improvement described earlier in the chapter. They then realized that they needed coaches to teach TBP and that these coaches need to be embodied in the very organization they were teaching. Teaching needed to be on the job and continuous. The only logical choice was to create an expectation that all managers are coaches of continuous improvement. And the company developed OJD as the third phase of the program to train the managers to coach the leaders of teams striving to meet defined targets. Underlining the Toyota Way is a mindset. It is not a mysterious mindset unique to Japanese culture. It is a universal mindset of scientific thinking. Teachers like Dr. Deming were taken seriously, and Toyota learns the benefits of the simple yet elusive scientific method of plan to do, check, act. The company learned the power of managing by fact. It learned that problem solving is superior to people blaming. And it learned that serving customers meant seeking to stay a step ahead of them, anticipating their needs, and then focusing on building workflow, flowing values to each customers became a counterpiece of company's vision of excellence. But vision is not reality. Presidents regularly laments the danger of compliance and promises to go back to the basis of the Toyota Way. They are painfully aware that Toyota is far from perfect and pursuing excellence requires continual dedication and perseverance. It is hard work. Any service organization can learn from this universal wisdom. Learning is not the same as imitating. We cannot imitate the specific solutions that Toyota has solved to deliver value to its customers. Toyota does not imitate its own solutions, but each part of the company continues to evolve new and better methods. We cannot imitate the culture that Toyota has evolved and continues to evolve. We cannot imitate the specific policies and procedures. Rather, we can look below the surface and learn from Toyota's way of thinking. 1. The never-ending journey of striving for excellence must be embraced deeply by the top leaders of the company. 2. Every organization must evolve its own strategy, direction, and ways. 3. Leaders at all levels must be trained to use the scientific method for improvement to support the directions. 4. Training must focus primarily on doing repeatedly with a coach to provide corrective feedback. 4. People occupying high level of leadership must learn first by doing themselves and then becoming coaches for the next level. 6. A sustainable chain of coach must be established and the chain will be as strong as the weakest link. 7. When a chain of capable managers as coaches is developed, it is then possible to develop aligned targets for improvement and expect innovative approach to meet these targets at all levels. 8. Managers must become role models for daily management that is focused on total customer satisfaction. 9. Deviation from standard of excellence must be treated as opportunities to learn and improve how we serve customers. This is the only pathway we know to developing a culture focused on service excellence. It is a simple recipe in theory and a very challenging daily struggle in practice. The struggle is not in identifying waste or coming up with solutions. The struggle is in continually challenge the organization to focus, question, and learn. Simple management practices such as going to the Gemba to deeply understand the daily realities can become monumental challenges when managers have established patterns of going every place.